Welcome to another exciting episode of Covenant Chronicles. Today, we're delving into the story of a promise of a son, God's promise to Abraham of a son. Let's bring the Bible to life and explore its profound insights. Let's begin. Meet Abraham. He's just a regular guy, living in a time when people worshipped many gods. But Abraham was different. He chose to believe in the one true God, even when it wasn't easy. One night, as Abraham sat under the stars, he felt a pang of doubt. He and his wife Sarah were growing old and they still didn't have a child. He wondered, what will happen to my family? Will all my hopes and dreams just fade away? Just then, God appeared to him, saying, "Do not be afraid, Abram. I am your shield, your very great reward." It was like a warm hug on a cold day, a reminder that God was always with him. But Abraham still had doubts. He asked, "Sovereign Lord, what can you give me since I remain childless?" It was like that moment when you really want something but you're afraid to hope for it. God led Abraham outside and said, "Look up at the sky and count the stars, if indeed you can count them." Then he promised, "So shall your offspring be." It was like a promise so big, it was almost impossible to believe. Abraham believed God, and it was credited to him as righteousness. But even so, he still had moments of doubt. He asked, "Sovereign Lord, how can I know that I will gain possession of it?" God instructed Abraham to prepare a sacrifice, laying out the pieces in a specific way. It was like a sacred ritual, a physical act of faith. That night, a blazing torch passed between the pieces of the sacrifice, sealing God's promise to Abraham. It was like a contract signed in fire, a promise that could never be broken. From that day forward, Abraham stood tall, his heart filled with courage and faith. He chose to believe in God's promise even when it seemed impossible. Remember, just like Abraham, we all have doubts and fears, but it's when we choose to believe in the promise, to trust in the Lord, that we find our true strength. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories.